You ready for your first crime scene?
I have mad observation skills.
Then show us.
What do you do first? The basic and important tools of a forensics investigator is the ability to observe, interpret, and report observations.
Now that you know the books, now let's put you to the test.
Okay,
Using my 5 senses, I conclude that he looks dead, feels dead, smells dead. I don't hear any respiration, so I take it he is dead.
thank you, Captain Obvious.
The bullet wound to his chest leads me to believe that he was shot out of revenge.
Don't jump to conclusions. There's a lot more that needs to be done.
Yep, like the 7 S's.
The 7 whats?
The 7 S's.
Secure the scene. The first responder must first tape off the area, like so, and then make sure everyone is okay and preserve any physical evidence.
Separate the witnesses! Well, in this case, there are no witnesses, but generally separating the witnesses will make for a more reliable case.
Scan the scene. It is important to take pictures so a secondary crime scene can be made.
See the scene. It is important to take pictures of the evidence with and without a ruler.
Sketch the scene. First you need to sketch the scene, and then make a final drawing to scale. It's very important.
Search for evidence. In order to look for evidence, a grid, linear, quadrant, and spiral pattern must be walked so no area is left unnoticed. The evidence is then marked, photographed, and sketched.
Search and collect evidence. A special technique needs to be used when collecting evidence so there's no contamination in the investigation.
What is the proper method to collect an evidence? It's a good thing you asked, because it's a very important thing to know. Attached to the bag is the evidence log and the chain of custody.
The evidence should be wrapped in an appropriate sized bundle, placed and sealed in an evidence bag.
Then, the signature of the collector goes along the tape edge of the evidence bag.
Once evidence is collected, investigators use deductive reasoning and analytical skills to examine and evaluate the evidence.
Do you get what we're saying?
Yes.
So do you know what to do with evidence that is physically transferred?
That was an example of the physical transfer. The skin particles from my hand were transferred to her hand, and vice versa.
Now that you know the types of evidence, can you classify them?
Yes, physical transfers are classified as circumstantial evidence.
And circumstantial evidence is evidence which can be either trace or gross evidence.
Hair, fiber, blood, and saliva are all things that can be transferred.
Direct evidence, or first-hand observation, is the factual evidence not implied by the observations.
Now that we have what we need, we can go back to the lab.
So, like many of Landline's awesome labs,
Truly amazing, smashing.
Absolutely fantastic.
this one has no end, so it's going into the unsolved case files.
Hey!